Hi guys, welcome in this new video. Today I read the text from Unit 3, 8 and 9. And the text got all one certain thing in common, and that is how you can organize better as a global company. I also found in each text a problem, a piece of advice, and a solution. I want to show you why it's important to read these texts, because me and my fellow students are following a field of study to make us managers or CEOs in the future. So I think it's really interesting to read those articles so you can have a better knowledge of how it's like to be a manager from a global company. After reading the three texts, I noticed that there is one common thread, and that is their employees. I'll explain you why. In Unit 3, I read that there is a specific Japanese way of working, and that is to express their ideas and feelings. They're free to say what they want, and they want a discussion, not a presentation. Through the style of working, the companies will be more efficient and competitive. I got all this information by Mr. Sakasa, who also told that in Japan they work with anonymous content. That means that everyone agrees and one person can stop a decision. He just wants to convince the Western companies that there is a lot of meetings before the actual meeting, and that they should express to the employees their feelings and ideas. The other two texts from Unit 8 and 9 looked a bit similar. It was about a merger and how cultural differences were the problem in the company. There was a lot of misunderstanding and resentment. They did research, and they discovered that about half of all the mergers failed to meet their objectives with culture clashes. Nationality can play a big part at the start. In each country, they got their own habits, and that's why employees from other countries have a bad communication with each other. So the challenge is to let the people work together, and that's how you can create a pleasant work environment. In Unit 9, John Schwartz gave us advice to embrace and not avoid the strengths and differences of your global employees. You as a company have to turn them in a competitive advantage. The advice from Richard Rawlinson is that a new CEO must find allies in the old factions. He says that the reason why cultural problems matter is that they obstruct performance and they need to improve leadership team. If you have a global company, there will always be cultural differences. Therefore, you have to create a communications plan to inform the stakeholders about the progress. In Unit 8, they said as a solution to define a new way of working together, they came with this project called Mental Merger. This project ran parallel to the integration of business processes such as finance, administration, IT, logistics. Mr. Schoenberg, who is a senior lecturer in the strategic management at Cranfield University, told that companies do not spend enough time on these issues before making acquisitions, and this causes a lot of failures in merging businesses. After reading those articles, and if I was a manager, I would communicate with my employees so there is no misunderstanding at all. I understand that a merger isn't easy, but as a company, I think you need to do research and see if it's smart to do a merger with another business. So I think this task was really interesting to do, because I think me and my fellow students now have a better view of what the issues could be in a company and how you can fix it as a manager. The 5 words that I chose from my third assigned text are resentment, anxiety, cross-border, acquisitions, and merger. So with each word, I got a phrase as an example. So with resentment, I got, after Kevin and Laura broke up, Kevin felt a lot of resentment and jealousy whenever he saw Laura with another boy. I understand the word in a more negative way. I think it's a synonym for like being angry or envy. Then I got anxiety. After the difficult exam of International Trade English, Jim had an anxiety whether he would have passed the exam. It means that you're scared or you're being worried about something. Then I got cross-border. That's here. So when Lisa went abroad to study, there was a cross-border feeling that she dared to do so. I think the word is used when you take a big step in something in your life. So literally when something crosses the border. So I took it really literally, the word. And then acquisition, that's here. Brantano acquired 70% of all turf shops, making it one of the largest shoe retailers in Belgium. So I think the word means that you take over a whole other company or just a part of it. And I got merger. Coca-Cola and Pepsi have merged into one company, so now their profits are much bigger. So I think a merger means when a business and another business combine together and become one big company. So I really want to thank you to watch this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.